Alrighty guys, it is Qaaman here today, and I am doing a Q&A with a wonderful guest. How are you doing today, Geekdom?
Young Quinn here says, hey, let me take a trip to Florida, and he does it in the middle of a hurricane. Only Quinn would pull off something like this.
Absolutely, from Antarctica. But we're going to be answering this unique Q&A today where we're going to actually be just doing a discussion where we actually look at a word and actually describe it instead of actually answering a question. So the first question...
Word association? Cool. Yes. I've never thought of this.
So
now I'm going to steal your idea. Put a bunch of arrows in my thumbnails.
So the first question comes in from Goodnight Moon, who wants to know muck. Alright, so what do you think about muck?
Isn't Goodnight Moon Bindle?
That is Bindle.
Wait, muck? As in like the Pokemon?
Yeah, what do you think about muck?
Come spelled backwards. On to the next one.
Lemonade. I think lemonade's great. What about you?
I think young Clayton used to sell lemonade and people were kind of scared of him, so he never sold that much. We might meet up with young Clayton today, I hope. Bobby.
So we move on here from Ken Zaro, who wants to know Goten is black theories. This is a good one for you, Geekdom.
Stupid.
Boko no Pico. You're welcome, by the way. Anything on that one?
Do they act like I speak Japanese?
Well, I mean,
people think that I speak Japanese. I don't know. Does that mean chopsticks in Japanese? Is that the joke?
Probably guessing. He says
well, what's your word association?
I don't know, bro. Like, that's just... They're probably trolling.
And first of all, bro, you spelled Danny with one N. That's wrong.
Alright, so we got this one here. Jeffrey Wilson, who wants to know The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I think that game is going to be sick. Like, I haven't anticipated a Zelda game that much in a while. Skyward Sword was a little bit of a letdown. What do you think?
That's the new one coming out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, all Zelda games are usually good. I mean, I can't really... There's a few that are, like, kind of okay. I haven't never played a Zelda game that's under 3 stars.
Nah, they're all good.
Yeah, 3 out of 5. So I think, yeah, it'll be fine. I mean, that's kind of all Nintendo has now. It's just their own shit, you know?
Yeah. Alright, so Sabo Lucario Own wants to know the color blue. What do you think about the color blue?
It's a nice color.
Great.
Not as nice as the color rosé, though.
Alright. Boolin Steve, chopsticks.
Cool.
Alright, so I'm not gonna respond to that one there. Qaaman, what do you think of this picture here of Goku Black flipping off everybody? That's very well photoshopped, I must say.
Haven't you seen that? What he's talking about? That's a video that somebody made where they made a custom Dragon Ball Super intro. And it's instead of it being Goku and friends, it's Goku Black and Zamasu. That's where he got that from.
Oh wow, I'm gonna go check that out. Alright, let's see here. Bacon.
Great.
Great.
Who doesn't like bacon?
Now this one's for you, Geekdom.
You want me to read it?
Yep.
Big ebony booty and titties boyo. I love black women. I love big black nipples. So yes, I like black women and their beautiful bodies. And black women age very, very well, yo. They're very, very pretty.
I like big butts, and I cannot lie, and I must agree with Geekdom here. Alright, so let's see.
Well, you kind of have to. Anti-disestablishmentarianism. It's the longest English word other than supercalifragilistic, which is made up. And my answer to that is longest English word.
Yeah. Alright, so...
It's not like I'm an English major or somebody in your family is a teacher or anything like that.
Alright, Kujuho 16 Days Till B-Day. Death by Chopsticks. Interesting. Dragon Ball is spooky woodwind instruments. I played the woodwind instrument. I played a clarinet and a bassoon when I was in middle school. How about you?
I played the skin flute.
Okay. Chards Kano, Key Blast. Key Blast, right? Key Blast.
Yes. You can't see me nodding my head, but... By the way, I just woke up, so my eyes are like fucking squinting, bro.
Alright, this one by T-Dub. Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan versus Deborah.
Man, that question... I don't know, bro. What do you think? I don't have enough time to think about that right now.
Okay, I would just say really quick, I think Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan would beat Deborah because of the way Vegeta was talking about how if Gohan was a kid, he would have handled this easier. So that's why I'm going to go with Teen Gohan.
Yeah, he would have definitely been more savage.
Yeah. Alright, Bromide, Kid Trunks, and Future Trunks personality differences. I mean, obviously Kid Trunks was a lot more spoiled, pampered, a lot more mischief. Future Trunks grew up in a much more, like, aggressive... hateful timeline, so yeah, that's pretty much the differences.
Yeah, but I love how the fact that my boy Kid Trunks a couple weeks ago freaking was like, hey, stop being a bitch, and smacked him.
Which one do you think gets more pussy?
I think that, well, because of the population of Earth being so dwindled in the future, I think that when Kid Trunks grows up, he will get more.
Okay.
Future Trunks is already showing signs of the beta maleness. I mean, he's got balls, right?
Yeah.
But the fact that he's all moping about Mai, when it's like, well, first of all, dude, Mai's okay in the future. Second of all, you got a time machine, so you can go back to a time before she died and save her. And third of all, your mom died, bro. Why aren't you sad about your mom? He's all crying about Mai, and he's more focused on that than his freaking mother who just died. You gotta, that would hurt me more, dude.
Yeah.
Mai's just a chick.
Exactly, but it's kind of like he's just throwing away what's already lost. All right, let's see. Let's take a few more here before we go on to XFM. Gabriel Alejandro wants to know, it would be cool something about how Cell first became stronger than Piccolo just because he absorbed normal citizens a lot. Well, I'm actually going to do a video in the future kind of talking about the science of that, because if you actually think about how many humans it was estimated that Cell absorbed, even if Cell absorbed 1 million humans, and the manga implied that it was hundreds of thousands, that's still kind of shocking that, let's say, if every human was a 5 to a 10 in power, how Cell could have gotten that strong. But obviously, we don't know the genetic makeup of how Cell could have gotten. It could have been multiplying instead of adding. What do you think, Geekdom?
I have no idea. I guess that's pretty much, you're right. It's really, again, Cell Saga is when everything became like, we got to figure out how to make guys stronger.
Yeah.
So it's just pull shit out of our ass.
And the Namek Saga was like, let's make guys stronger out of crack.
Yeah.
All right, fusions. What do you think about fusions?
I did a video about it called Fusion Explained. Go watch it.
Goku's first sex.
He didn't kiss her. We know that.
How do you think his sex was? Well, you did a video on that too, right?
I don't remember if I did, honestly.
Did you do it with Amber?
Maybe. I did a lot of things with Amber nobody knows about. He slept, and she crawled on top of him, and then he realized what was going on and said, hey, all right, I'm too tired from training. I don't know.
You think Goku took her virginity too?
Yes.
Yeah,
either her or Yamcha, bro.
All right, Daniel Critchley.
Or him or Yamcha.
Daniel Critchley, bet you're thinking of Piccolo now. Well, you forced me to because I read your Twitter response.
And then a couple chopsticks there.
Real
creative.
Dragon Ball GT is canon.
All right. Learn to spell canon first, bro.
And all right, let's take these last three. Green Super Saiyan.
I don't have anything to say about that.
Well, I mean, I guess the closest thing to a Green Super Saiyan would have been Broly. I mean, that's the closest thing to one.
Who cares, bro?
Rosalina is my waifu.
I like that guy.
Yeah, I've seen him around a lot. Going to Disneyland, no. True identity of Black Goku.
We already know.
Been revealed because this Twitter was asked for October 3rd.
So what are your thoughts on it? Then I guess he wants to know. Like, do you think it's a disappointment? I personally don't. But a lot of people have been saying that it is.
Well, the thing is, I personally think that I thought it was a little too obvious. Like, if I were to guess that's how he would have become Goku Black, that kind of seemed like how it was going to be. So it wasn't anything different from what anybody could have guessed. So I was kind of bummed out by that.
By the way, did you step in my cum puddle right down there? I just want to make sure you didn't step in it.
No, I have socks either way, so I'm good.
Good.
All right, so these last two ones here, Piccolo with a lightsaber versus Gogeta with a pair of chopsticks. You're the Star Wars guys, so what do you think?
I mean, Gogeta would win, bro. Sorry. It's Gogeta.
Even if Piccolo had a lightsaber?
It's Gogeta, bro. He can freaking zip towards you and punch you without you even seeing him. I mean, it's Gogeta. I'm just saying. Now, if it's Piccolo, it would be Gogeta.
No.
Gogeta's just too strong. Fused characters, bro. It's not even fair.
Gogeta could fucking breathe and Piccolo would die, unfortunately.
And don't tell me, Piccolo's a fused character too. That's not the same kind of fusion.
And this last question by Lieutenant the Captain Ghost Nappa. I think he's a pretty interesting, voice, I would say.
I think it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I mean, that's about it, really.
Alrighty.
Unless you want to go further down.
Alright. So, guys, we're going to go head over to Ask FM just in 1 second. Alrighty, guys, we are back, and we're going to answer some more of these questions here. Which fictional character would you date? Geekdom, you want to take this one first?
All of them. If you must know.
If I had to date a fictional character, I know this might sound weird, but I'd probably date...
Don't say it.
I'd probably date Bulma for two reasons. A, if I could date younger Bulma, not obviously the older one, because A, she has money, B, she's smart, and C, I mean...
she's tighter. Let's keep it real.
Exactly.
That shit is tight, bro.
Alright.
That shit's like this.
You guys don't get a lot of these references.
You also don't get the hand signals I'm doing right now. The hand gestures.
Alright.
This is like an actual radio recording in like a studio type thing here.
Did instant transmission Was instant transmission a good idea for the plot device in Dragon Ball? In the first 2 arcs of Z, we have a Goku that was running against time, and after it, we never felt that tension before. In Resurrection F, we kind of see the same situation in the first 2 DBZ arcs. Do you believe it was a good idea?
Well, I like how you put in parentheses IT. Instant transmission IT. Why? I know that. I don't know. What do you think? I think Toriyama was just writing it, and I guess it made it easier for Goku to travel through places, but it also made it more challenging for him because obviously, or for Toriyama as a writer, because he had to figure out ways to keep Goku away. Like the heart virus, Goku couldn't do anything because of the heart virus. It wasn't because he was training. That's why. So I like that. I actually like that he was able to write himself around that. But they kind of needed it because, and I don't know if Toriyama planned this, but it was very useful in that arc because Goku used it for 2 very important things. One was to go to Namek to get Dende, and 2 was to take Cell away from the Earth. So even though it ended up failing at the end of the day, still, like, it was useful at the end of the day.
Right. Now, I mean, this is probably going to be our feature question here. In my opinion, I think instant transmission was a good idea in terms of, like, how cool the technique was. But I do think that it definitely limited, like, the plot elements, because if you think about it, all throughout Dragon Ball especially, like, you feel a lot more tension as Goku has to travel around on his Nimbus Cloud and such, and because of the fact that Goku had instant transmission, it kind of took away from it. But to make a quick point about GT Geekdom, the interesting thing is that in GT they kind of went back to adding more tension, because in the first few arcs Goku couldn't do instant transmission because he was a kid. So it was kind of interesting how they try to add more tension by making Kid Goku not being able to do it. It's silly because Goku didn't know how to go Super Saiyan when he was a kid. So that's stupid how they say he couldn't do it because he was a child. It was retarded. But anyway,
it was them trying to figure out ways to add tension, pretty much.
All right, but that's a good one there. And let's just take a few more. What's your favorite saga of Dragon Ball GT between the Baby and Shadow Dragon saga? I would probably have to say the Baby saga was more, I guess, developed. I think the Baby saga was more of a complete story. I felt, and obviously because of the fact that it was legitimately rushed, the Shadow Dragon saga was rushed. I mean, they pretty much made Goku and Pan beat like all the dragons besides, Omega, and I just felt like they just wasted the usage of the other characters. What do you think?
Yeah, well, the whole GT kind of wasted the other characters. I mean, they hint that Trunks and Pan are going to be a big deal, and then Trunks is forgotten about. Yeah, I think the Baby arc was the best because, like you said, you got to see a really great villain with a great backstory. You got to see Vegeta back in the limelight again, even though Goku Vegeta fights have been going on forever. Yeah. You got to see, like, the idea of him infesting people. You got to see, like, the new planet. There was a lot of stuff that they did that was really good. I think it's kind of an underrated arc, to be honest with you. But now that I look back on it, even the first few episodes where they're traveling around in space, those are kind of fun, too. GT really does get a bad rap. It's not the best. It is kind of boring, but it's not the worst either.
It got much better after the first arc. Alright, so let's just close out with the last few questions here. Majin Tien, thoughts on this Geekdom? Cool idea?
Who cares?
Where would the M go? At the top of his forehead? Who knows?
That's a good point. That's what we really should discuss. Where's the M gonna go, bro? Because he's got an eyeball there.
Alright, hi. Hey, Qaaman, great content. Keep it the good work. My question is...
Do my balls stink? Do you smell my balls right now?
No, I don't smell your balls.
I was just wondering. I'm going to take a shower here in a minute. Not with you, though.
My question is, do you think Zamasu and Goku Black will fuse in Super? If so, do you think Beerus will travel to the future to help Goku fight the new foe? That's a good question.
Yes to the first one, no to the second one.
Why no to the second one?
I don't think Beerus is going to the future. I don't think so. I think it'll make it too easy. But I like the idea of them fusing because I feel like this fight that they're going in right now, based on spoilers, which we're not going to give away right here, you can find them on the internet. It looks like this fight might actually be really long. And I don't mean long like compared to like the Frieza fight on Namek. I mean more so in comparison to Dragon Ball Super. Because the Beerus fight with Goku was 4 episodes. The Frieza fight was about 4, and then the Hit fight was about 2. So I think the climax fights 2 or 3. So I think this one might actually be like 6 or 7 episodes. So look at what we've got. All right, episode 60. And then we got a few episodes of this fight, dude. So this could actually, we could see it. We really could see it. Plus, they have Potaras. Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, what? Why would they have it and not use it?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, honestly, man, like, I think the one reason why I might think 2 might have a slight chance of being true is because you remember that statement Toriyama said how this arc is going to involve like all the gods of destruction of all the different universes and stuff like that.
He said there was going to be gods of destruction, plural. He didn't say all the gods of destruction, but what's interesting is, well, here's the thing. People have been quoting that, all right, and Omni King too. We don't know what he meant as far as involved goes when it comes to what they're going to be doing, because Beerus killed President Zamasu.
Yes.
That's being involved. So that might be, we might not even see him again for the rest of the arc. What I'm disappointed is I was hoping Champa would do something, but
well, my thing
that's my character.
My thing is Geekdom. Just to say really quickly, I think that the whole Zeno button was why I thought everybody would eventually have been involved.
I don't know why they even came up with that idea.
Yeah.
I thought it was meant for the next arc, but who knows? This is getting interesting because I don't know what the hell's going to happen.
Alright, so let's just close out these last 2. If the Cell Juniors are slightly stronger than Super Saiyan Vegeta, then the human Z Fighters, including Piccolo, were much stronger than Semi-Perfect Cell at the end of the Android arc, right? Yeah, I mean, I did a video about this before.
He went in the Room of Spirit time twice.
Strongly think that Piccolo is stronger than Semi-Perfect Cell, and the reason why is because when Piccolo went in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber of Room or the Room of Spirit at time, he was already stronger than what Trunks and Vegeta were when they went in, so they actually had to gain more. And if you actually think about it, Piccolo was holding his own pretty well with Cell Juniors, even though the Cell Juniors were much stronger than Semi-Perfect Cell at that point. So yeah. And the last question, I want Geekdom to take this one out. How do you tell your girlfriend, can I smash you tonight? What advice would you give them?
If she's your girlfriend, you shouldn't have to tell her.
So what do? You
just do it. If she's your girlfriend, you just do it. I mean, we're past the point of he said your girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
If she's your girlfriend, you just fucking do it. You initiate foreplay, and then you go to second base, and then you go to third base, and then you go hit a home run. I mean, that's it. She's your girlfriend, bro. It's like, that's what you're supposed to do, you know? Now, if you're dealing with a girl who's overly religious and things like that, things, you know, she doesn't want to do it, she wants to wait for marriage, you can do one of 2 things. Number 1, you talk it out, or number 2, you put it in her dumper, and she might be okay with that.
Yeah. All right, well, that's a good Geekdom explanation there, guys. So this
do you know what a dumper is?
No.
Her asshole.
Oh.
You know that?
I could have taken a guess.
There's a lot of girls out there who go around saying, I'm a virgin, and then when you talk to them, you realize, I sucked this guy off in college. In high school, I got took in the butt. Yeah, you're a virgin. Okay. Good Christian girl. All right. Tell me another one.
Alrighty, guys, so I appreciate Geekdom being here today and adding a lot more.
If she says she slept with 3 guys, double that. It's usually 6.
He added a lot.
Not everyone.
He added a lot of humor and outside information for all of you youngsters out there. So this has been a fun, quick Q&A, and I hope you guys enjoyed. So please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. And remember, as I always say, to have a great day, guys.
Bye.